The state is expected to make a decision impacting millions of California insurance policyholders this week, whether to grant State Farm's request for a massive rate hike.
It comes amid controversy surrounding a leaked undercover video of a now fired State Farm executive.
7 on your side, Stephanie Sierra joins us with the latest tonight. Steph.
Yeah, it's a real mess on both sides. The timing of this could not have been worse for State Farm, especially as California's insurance commissioner weighs whether or not to grant the company's request to raise rates as high as 38%.
In a leaked, edited, undercover video obtained and posted by conservative O'Keefe Media Group, Hayden Kirkpatrick, the now fired Vice President of Innovation and Venture Capital at State Farm, spoke openly about the victims of the Palisades fire and residents of the Bay Area.
Like in Marin County in Northern California, or some of the fringe areas like where the Palisades are, there should never be houses built in the park. Like, people want to be built in areas where there are like natural areas around them.
Yeah.
For their ego.
Kirkpatrick told the New York Times this footage was filmed during a Tinder date. The clips are spliced up, potentially leaving out critical context. And we should note the conservative outlet that published it is founded by James O'Keefe. He's the former CEO of Project Veritas, a far-right activist group that's reportedly been subject to lawsuits over publishing undercover content criticized as misleading. With that said, the clip is highly controversial given State Farm continues dropping policies. The person recording asked this question related to that.
It seems like it's all, I don't know, orchestrated.
I mean, it kind of is, but not in the way that you would
Think.
Our people look at this and say, we've got like maybe $5 billion that we're short if something happens.
Kirkpatrick also mentioned the recent meeting between the California Department of Insurance and State Farm execs. But the state told 7 on your side he was not present at that meeting.
We'll go to the Department of Insurance and say, we're overexposed here. You have to let us catch up our rating. And they'll say, because the Department of Insurance and the insurance commissioner is an elected position in California. He'll say, nah.
I think it's shocking. Clearly the executive didn't realize he was being taped.
Consumer Watchdog sent a letter to the commissioner calling the remarks more evidence as to why policy cancellations are being wielded as a strategic bargaining tool. Meanwhile, after firing Kirkpatrick, State Farm denies all his claims, saying they're inaccurate and in no way represent the views of State Farm and do not reflect our position regarding the victims of this tragedy.
And if it's not the nail in the coffin for the rate hike, I think Ricardo Lara is going to be looking at a nail in his coffin.
Now, the Department of Insurance say they want answers from State Farm now, and this only raises even more questions. And I should note, in that closed-door meeting with State Farm, Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara did ask, if I approve this rate hike, will you do more business here? And State Farm CFO responded, the short-term answer to that is no.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Stephanie.